I think if they're going to have a new Joker, I don't mind the look at all, honestly.
It looks a little too much prosthetic.
Hold on.
Like, I look at it and I'm like, there's no way a human man would look like that. At least, like...
You gotta stretch your disbelief a little bit.
What's up? We're here.
We're recording?
Hey! How have you been? I missed you! Come on in. We're just talking about the Joker.
We have two things we're going to talk
Joker,
about
baby.
that are big topics right now. Is the Morbius, how that links into the Spider-Man.
Wait, we're talking about both of those?
Almost.
All right, Joker. As everyone knows, the release of the deleted scene of Joker has been out, and the internet has had a lot of thoughts on it, and Twitter.
I'm glad it was cut from the movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But I think Joker in a similar role to what he was shown as would work pretty well. I do not want him as a primary villain.
Yeah.
But I think him as like sort of a consultant of Batman who's kind of like teasing him a little bit, taunting him a little bit, like, you don't think that he was wrong. That was a good line. That was that whole thing of like, oh, your philosophies aren't really that different. It was somewhat relevant, but also it didn't need to be there. So I'm, again, glad it was cut.
And that theme was already fleshed out well enough in the movie.
So like, I see why it was cut. I think that was the right decision. I would like to see Joker in a similar role going forward. Don't make him a primary villain.
There's a thought going out right now that someone put out that on Twitter that they're probably putting this out now just to see because of all the last Joker controversies, just to see what the public thinks.
Because it's a deleted scene, it's not canon yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're seeing what everyone thinks about it,
right.
and then probably going to see what they're going to do with him. If they think it sucks, they're going to be like, oh shit, we're not doing a Jared Leto thing again.
And that's why it's on YouTube and not just like the Blu-ray or something.
Yeah.
That's true.
It probably will be on the Blu-ray when it comes out.
But like that's why they put it on YouTube for free for everyone, so you don't have to buy it. They're doing this as a little test.
I think that they definitely didn't want to commit to any sort of prosthetics yet.
Hey, at least he was better than Jared Leto.
That's true.
Speaking of which,
Morbius.
Jared Leto as Morbius.
That's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be so fucking bad. Sony does not understand the multiverse.
Sony doesn't understand.
No, they don't.
They just don't understand.
No.
It seems like they're trying to do a similar thing to what DC is doing with the Batverse, having that separate from the main like DC continuity. But already DC is off to a much better start with that.
And that's saying a lot.
It's not saying a lot because the DCEU is. It's not great.
Oh, the Batverse is in the Batman, or just
the Batverse is in the Batman.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you're talking about the Michael Keaton stuff, but
no, I think that's gonna be like a separate, like, because they're bringing him for Batgirl, the Batgirl movie. I hope that's not in the main DC continuity because I don't want Michael Keaton's Batman in the main DCEU.
Why wouldn't they? Having it in the main DC universe would make it a selling point.
No.
Oh,
anyway,
really?
they're putting it only on HBO Max. It's not even going to be in theaters.
Then never mind. It's not going to be...
No. I really hope that's the case. Because, first of all, Michael Keaton is too old to be Batman.
He is.
Especially among a Justice League of superheroes who are appropriately aged for the characters. You can't just decide to have Batman be a fucking decrepit compared to them.
So, okay.
Like, Batman's a little bit older, I get that.
Yeah.
He's a little older than Superman, but like 5-10 years tops.
How are they going to make this work? So, because I know there's a big confusion about, like, are the 4 first movies connect to each other or not?
Are we talking about Morbius again? Or are we talking
That's true.
Batman,
we are talking
about the Batman stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if the 4 movie... Because are they
talking about
add, like, Batman and Robin even in canon, or is it just going to be the first 2 and then...
I think by the fact they're bringing back specifically Michael Keaton and bringing back specifically the costume from those first 2 movies, I get the sense that they're making it specifically the Michael Keaton Batman.
Okay, I thought they were just gonna... I didn't know if they were gonna leave Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, or they're just gonna like...
I think that's
we're
still
gonna act like that didn't happen.
No, I think that's still in the multiverse. It's just gonna be separated, and
They're just not gonna.
And they're never gonna touch it. They're never gonna
Thank
touch
God.
it. Don't get me wrong. But I think they're still gonna. They still have to have.
I want to see in Flashpoint where Flash is running by and maybe like he's these weird windows.
That would be fantastic.
He runs by these weird windows of other multiverses. He looks and he sees bat nipples and he's just like, what?
I want him to just like stay running and give a quick like.
If I don't see no ass or crotch or nipple shot in this movie, that's gonna be the show, right?
I love how the Flash movie has somehow turned into a Batman movie.
When does that come out? The Flash
that movie? Was supposed to come out at the end of this year, but now it's going to be the early next year.
Hasn't this been pushed back like a lot of times?
Ezra Miller has been cast as the Flash since 2009.
What?
Whoa.
Wow.
Still no solo movie. And to be fair, the DCEU as a whole has been in fucking disarray.
Yeah.
Alright, so a little bit of slack.
No slack.
And a lot of... Shut the fuck up. Listen. And a lot of pressure is on the Flash specifically, because he's the only one with the opportunity to clean up the timeline a little bit. But it still should not take this fucking long.
Look what happened to Black Widow.
Yeah.
12
I forgot
plus
that movie
years.
happened.
12 plus years of no solo movie, and then it comes out, and it sucked.
Yeah.
Shit.
I forgot the Black Widow movie happened.
It's bad.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Anyway.
Morbius.
Man, it's impossible to get like clips from our episodes because like it's just an entangled conversation.
Yeah.
We can't stay on one topic.
We can't.
We compare it to other things and then talk about that.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's get back into Morbius.
Anyway,
then.
Morbius.
It's gonna be really fucking bad.
It's not gonna be good.
Sony does not understand the multiverse at all.
No.
They can't just say, "Oh, this is the Vulture from Spider-Man: Homecoming in the MCU, but now he's in this other universe, and he's fine, and he doesn't want to get back to his universe. He doesn't want to get back to his daughter. He doesn't act like anything's off. He's just in prison, and he's normal for no fucking reason.
Because he's a bad guy.
He is. That's what it all boils down to, you know."
And they have that rumor of which Spider-Man is going to be part of. Oh, now it's not going to be even a part of Spider-Man. Now it's... I don't know why they keep flip-flopping.
Its own universe.
Because there was an outcry of it's not a part of it anymore.
Sony should just keep doing animated movies. Don't touch live action.
Yeah.
Because
I would like the Amazing Spider-Man 3. I would love to see Andrew Garfield get an actually good solo Spider-Man movie because he was great in No Way Home.
But hopefully Sony doesn't touch it.
Well, Sony has to.
Didn't they?
And Sony touched
the studio. They fucked up, like especially the second one.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but to be fair, they made the entire Tom Holland trilogy. That was pretty good.
Because Marvel was like, all right.
Yeah, Marvel was involved.
We're gonna supervise you playing with our toys.
Yeah.
Are they not supervising the Morbius one?
No, they're not.
No, it's not in the main MCU yet, unless they decide.
Because Sony owns all of the villains too of Spider-Man, and Morbius is a.
Oh, so Morbius basically. So Sony basically saw like the.
They're trying to make.
They took it and they're like they ran with it.
They're like, this is cool, guys. Mm-hmm. My son's into this. We should do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they just fuck themselves because now they're stuck in. Everyone's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
That's just it's not gonna be. So are they gonna like update the trailers because of all this weird shit that's going on the internet? Are they gonna like? Because didn't they have one that had like the Spider-Man stuff in it, and then?
Yeah, but to be fair, that was graffiti.
Mm.
So that doesn't directly confirm that this is the Spider-Man of that universe. That could have just been someone making their own interpretation, and coincidentally, it's exactly like someone from another universe.
It's a pretty big coincidence, but
it is, but it could be. You know? Technically, there are infinite universes, infinite Spider-Man costumes. That graffiti had to look like one of them.
It just had to.
Statistically speaking, it had to look like.
Why'd they bring back Vulture out of all people?
Because they want him. Because they want to get MCU people to be like.
They tease him coming back at some point, like they kind of teased it at the end of Homecoming.
Right.
But he's an MCU villain. He's already in the MCU. Just to have him stay there. He's fine there.
That's why I don't understand why they picked him out of all people to bring back in this movie.
I don't know. Morbius is gonna be really fucking bad.
I just want to bully Jared Leto.
Hell yeah. I'm down with that. Yeah, let's go.
So
fuck Jared Leto, he's a bitch.
Do you think they're gonna? So is this gonna have like any canon to the MCU whatsoever, or is
it's not the MCU? But I think it's the same multiverse because everything is the same multiverse for some reason.
Depends if Marvel wants to use them or not.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think they will have to if they get the reception?
Maybe they will just for the sake of cleaning up that whole Adrian Toomes the Vulture thing.
They should kill him.
They should bring Jared Leto as Morbius into the main MCU just to fucking destroy him.
Just kill him.
Yeah.
Didn't you bring up what was it?
That's the same thing they should do for Jared Leto's Joker. Just fucking kill him. Bring him back for like
have
one episode of that rumored Batman HBO series and kill him.
Have Batman shoot him. That's the only way I would allow him to break his rules again.
Yeah. If it's Jared Leto's Joker, any other Joker, no. Jared Leto's, yes. Anyway.
Didn't you bring up that, especially if they were gonna take Spider-Man out at first, the reason they might have done that is they might have looked at No Way Home and they're like, oh shit. All right, well, we might have, be in trouble if we put this in here because it's bad.
I'm saying, like, they don't want to attach it to any Spider-Man because of the reaction to Morbius. Because they know Spider-Man's good.
I thought you meant because they had it in there first, but then No Way Home came out and they're like, oh shit, maybe not.
Well, I don't think it's directly because of No Way Home. Like, Spider-Man was already generally well received. Everyone likes Spider-Man because Spider-Man's fucking cool.
I think Spider-Man is the most consistently good trilogy in the MCU one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, you can binge all the movies and you'll have the same mood for all of them.
Except, like, the very end of No Way Home.
And then you're like, cool.
Which has a tone shift, but it works really well. Anyway.
Oh, you're talking about just the
Tom Holland one.
Okay, I think all of them all together. I'm like, I guess the Amazing Spider-Man you can.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's people sleeping on it. It's good.
Honestly, like best superhero movie.
Yeah.
Best movie, honestly, just in general. Like,
I loved how Gwen Stacy just died.
I do think that took balls, unironically, to kill the main love interest at the end of the second movie. Takes balls.
But then now it just has like no really.
Well, I would say it does, but she dies in the comics, so people kind of saw it coming.
Yes, but
now killing.
No one reads the comics anymore because no one's fucking nerds. Superheroes have reached out beyond the reach of just nerds at this point.
I read comics.
Yes,
I notice things.
Listen, buddy, hey, I'm with you. I do too.
Holy yo!
We are not the majority.
That's true.
Most people don't read comics. And that's fine. Whoever's interested in whatever that's fine.
No.
Okay. Based.
Based.
No, but if you're not into comics, that's fine. If you'd rather just watch the shows and movies,
read
cool.
normal books? Ugh.
Ugh. Without pictures?
That's the only reason I do.
What am I, an adult? Ugh. Anyway. Yeah. Morbius is gonna be bad. They should have just put Venom in the main MCU. I see no reason they couldn't have done that.
I think the MCU will do Venom better.
Is that why they
I do too.
Like, I guess they brought Venom in to the end of No Way Home, and then they just brought him out.
Yeah.
Because I still feel like, unless they utilize on that, I feel like that was just pointless.
That was the last ditch effort of Sony.
Because they had it, because they had to switch the end of Venom 2, and then at the end of No Way Home, they just got rid of him. Because I feel like a lot of people were expecting Venom to be in that movie. Because they saw that ending of Let There Be Carnage. They had showed Spider-Man that he was in the Spider-Man universe, and it's like, oh shit.
No, he's in a diner, and he's being told the events of all the other movies. Oh, that's so funny.
And then, with that, they directly deconfirmed him being in the MCU in any way. Because before that specifically, it could have just been, it teleported him closer because of that. But no, now he's definitely not in the same universe because he's never heard of the Avengers. Who's the Avengers? I don't know.
Because I remember when I was spending the whole movie, I was telling Alyssa, I'm like, where's... Venom's gonna come here. Venom's coming here. Where is he? And at the end, I'm like, where the fuck was Venom?
And that would have made the Sinister Six. Wasn't the point, that was supposed to be, their Sinister Six?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had 5 villains.
John Watts was probably like, I'm not using that character.
Why? He was decent. Venom was fine.
I don't know.
It wasn't great. It was fine.
Well, probably because he was writing the script, had it all done, and then like a few months into shooting, Sony was like, hey, can you use our character, please?
That's true.
And then John Watts is like, no, leave. And they're like, post-credit scene, please. And they're fine.
I like your voice for them. That's a good voice.
You're welcome. Hi, I'm Sony. I make Spider-Man.
I made Spider-Man.
Stanley who? Sony made that character.
I own him.
Sony invented it. No person that worked at Sony. It was Sony the company. Like the collective consciousness decided, I'm gonna hang up on the... Because Marty's not joining anyway.
No, he's not.
Sony collectively, their consciousness joined and they said, Spider-Man.
And then all the CEO execs were like, yes.
No, everyone in the company's eyes glowed simultaneously, and all their mouths at the same time said, we have made Spider-Man. And then Spider-Man existed. And Marvel was like, hey,
what?
We'll make comics with him. And somebody's like, yes.
That's how he was bored.
Yep.
A hive mind.
Yeah.
I'm hoping if they bring Venom into the next Spider-Man movie, I hope they at least make him good. I hope.
No, here I'm gonna predict the
symbiotes.
plot of the next Spider-Man movie, and this is wishful thinking because I think this would be a really good plot. Right? Post No Way Home, he has seen the alternate histories of himself.
Whoa, just spoil the movie.
Everyone has seen it. It's fine. We'll put a spoiler warning on the screen 10 seconds before I said that. It's fine. As Peter of main MCU has seen the other two alternate futures of himself. Oh god, Gwen Stacy dies. Oh god, the Osborns try to fucking kill me. And then he meets his universe's version of these characters. He gets paranoid. He's like, oh god. Oh fuck, oh shit. And that's how he gets the symbiote. That's what drives him to be angerful, and without noticing it's the symbiote. Because he's like, oh, it's just these external factors from my life making me stressed. No, it's the symbiote making him evil. And then, Spider-Man stuff
like
happens.
Spider-Man 3.
Yes. But then have the Gwen Stacy and the Norman Osborn of that universe do nothing like what they usually do. That would be so cool. I would love to see them bring these characters that have these iconic comic histories and just don't do any of the comic history with them. Just Gwen Stacy's just there and doesn't do shit.
Aren't they supposed to? Isn't there supposed to be something with Ned? Because Ned's supposed to become a villain at one point.
Ned in the comics is a villain.
Ned in the comics. So originally, the Hobgoblin wasn't Ned.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, I'm going to fake him out. I'm going to make him think it's Ned. But it wasn't actually. But then later in the comics, they're like, oh, no, actually it was Ned. So now it was Ned for some reason.
So is he going to... Do you think they're going to utilize that at all?
I mean, I imagine so. They teased it with Ned doing the magic stuff. They did that on purpose.
Okay,
they did that on purpose.
That
and Hobgoblin was a magical guy.
Because I wasn't sure, because I didn't know much about it, so I wasn't sure if they were just going to leave that whole, MJ, Ned storyline behind and then just continue on.
Wait, what if he got an infection from the one antidote in No Way Home, and he doesn't know how he got that anymore, and so he ignores it. He's like, oh no, everything's fine, and he hides it, and that's how he becomes the Hobgoblin. Because he's magic and infected with the Green Goblin stuff.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I don't think so either, but that would be cool.
The next Spider-Man movie is going to have Kraven the Hunter in it.
Dude, I feel like such a fucking soy boy theorizing about what future Marvel movies
I do it all the time.
Soy boy.
Yeah.
What do you think my afternoons are filled of? Me going, what if this?
Hey man, no offense, but I don't want to be anything fucking like you, dude. You disgust me.
At least it's a mutual relationship.
Damn, alright, fair.
Anything else?
No.
Cast Human Torch and Fantastic Four as Zac Efron.
Yeah.
That's my dying wish.
Wait, no, have who played Captain America? Why am I blanking on
Chris
his name?
Evans.
Chris Evans. Have him play
Return.
him again. Yeah, and have everyone be confused.
Doctor Strange sees him in Multiverse of Madness. He's like, "Hey, Cap," and he's like, "Who's Cap? I am the Human Torch."
Yeah, that'll be good. Anyway, the thing's about to end. It's blinking.
Oh, it's just splitting into 2 files.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna. All right, you want to close it out then?
Thanks for coming to the Scam mini episode. This is longer than some of our past full episodes. Or wait, no,
much?
this was longer than past full sack episodes. Scam is different.
That's true.
This is shorter than any Scam episode.
Because we've had what?
Those have all been 40 minutes plus. Those have all been really well length.
What was the one you guys did? It was just the
first episode of season 2.
The 1 minute one.
It was like, oh hey, Corbin's on the call. Damn. I guess we're ending the episode. That was a classic.
That is a classic.
That was fantastic. Go watch that episode if you haven't. That was one of my favorite bits I've ever been involved in. Unironically, my life's work has gone into that specific episode.
You peaked there.
I did.
It's all downhill from here.
No, I peaked when my comment was featured on Yai that one time.
Oh yeah. All right, well, bye.
Anyway, yeah.
Bye.